Our next comedian is from Baltimore. He's part of the comedy troupe Color Me Funny. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Really, really glad to have him up here and have it on our show. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Matt2.
How's it going, guys? How are you doing? You can clap, it's okay. You can keep clapping. I don't have time for an intro joke, Sky. We got a hater on our hands, alright? I'm part of a 6-man group. We've been making these videos, like funny videos to put online, and this guy's just shitting all over my dreams and telling me we're not funny. He had the nerve to say, our 6-man group is full of 4 talentless assholes, a closet homosexual, and a lesbian. And the lesbian, I'm gonna say was Brandon, because he kind of looks like Ellen DeGeneres. I'm gonna just say that out loud. And I like to think that my buddy Mike Turpin, who's 6'5", 350, is the closet homo, because quite frankly, he almost rips his own penis off when he masturbates. I can't imagine another man would let him near his genitals. But this guy went into further detail later, and he was like, Matt's always in pictures with girls, he's overcompensating, like, Matt will do anything to get attention, he's just so flamboyant, which I just gotta say, hold on. It's fucking hot in here. It is hot in here, but anyway, that is such bullshit. I am a talented person, okay? I work very hard for this chiseled talent of mine, standing up here on stage in front of people, alright? God, that asshole. And the gay thing, I kind of get. I have a couple tattoos, and I think the one that some guys mix up sometimes, I have my zodiac on my back. I'm an Aries, and guys are always like, oh, cool, you like random dudes' butts? And so, like, it's probably like this tattoo that guys think I'm pretty gay for. The shoulder tattoos are so 2007. It's like, you're so gay, dude. I did that show with my shirt off the entire time in Baltimore. They did not like it. You're welcome, Lancaster. Anyway, it's hard convincing people that I'm not gay, especially when I do take my shirt off, because, like, I am so hairless. And everybody's like, oh, you're like 18, and you just happen to hang out with girls all the time? I'm like, no, I'm 23. And they're like, oh, you're gay then, that's cool. So, that's a thing. And I'm like, no, sorry. But, like, I like to think that I get girls wet because I'm attractive and I can talk well, but I really think it's just like that single dramatic tear that's coming out that's like, I wish I was that smooth. Oh my god. I'll never be as smooth as him. I do have a girlfriend though, and I love my girlfriend. She's athletic, which is another word for flat-chested. Does anybody else use that term? Yeah. But it's cool when I motorboat her, I call it tugboating. Because normally breasts are like large and in your face, like those two right there, and you just bury your face in them. But hers are like smaller and farther apart, so you gotta like get from one side to the other. It's like, and then you just like max out at a certain speed. It's like, you can't get anywhere. Oh man, she's great though. I've been using this technique lately to stop cheating on my girlfriend, where I broke up with her. Which is great, because I haven't cheated on her since we've been broken up. And, but like, now that I'm trying to meet people, like, I keep going out to clubs and stuff, like, trying to dance, and guys are so, like, not smart when, like, women are on their A game. Like, when girls are in packs, you're just fucked. And, girls go out and they do this thing, girls probably know this and guys don't yet, but they, like, face each other when they dance. They don't, like bump and grind and move around and stuff. They face each other, because they like to be like, that guy's hideous, get the fuck away from him. He's gonna try to touch you, and you need to book it, like you need to get out of there. And so I've been doing this thing where I bring a gun to the club, and I find that girl, and I'm like, oh hey, what's up? You shut your mouth! You tell her I'm good looking. People sometimes think this is a real gun, but it's fake, guys, it's okay. Right? But it also comes in handy, because girls do this other move where they like walk up to the girlfriend, like, I'm just gonna borrow my girlfriend, go to the bathroom. And then they like, never fucking come back. That sucks. So now whenever I see a girl beeline for a friend, I'm like, pistol whip! And she's always like, have you seen my friend? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Here's some shots, let's get wasted! Let's do it! Oh, guys. But right before we broke up, we went out to a dance club together, and everybody knows this. You get that look from a girl that's like, let's get out. I always pick guys when I say this is fucking stupid, but I go, me and you, let's get out of here. And sorry if that made you uncomfortable. And every guy thinks like immediately like, where are my keys? Get in the car, going home, gonna get laid. And every girl's comfortably going like, I'm gonna go to bed when we get home, and he doesn't even fucking know it. Oh my god, he's such an idiot. And so we get home, and she goes to bed, and I'm like, the fuck? Like, I'm so upset, because she won't have sex with me, like a little boy. I mean, like, I was acting like a little boy. I don't have sex with her like a little boy. That'd be like, that'd be weird, right? Right? No? Who the fuck said that? And call the cops. Oh my god, you guys. This is fun, Lancaster. I haven't done a show on PA yet. Give yourself a round of applause. You guys have been an awesome crowd so far. I really like it. I did that so I could read my set list. You guys are stupid. I forgot my jokes. But since I've been single, I've been watching like way too much porn, and or maybe you just do that on a regular basis. I don't know. And you know you watch way too much porn when you like memorize all the actors and actresses' names. I guarantee you I could point at a guy and be like, top 2, and he'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, what's your wife's sister's name? And he'd be like, oh, fuck. We've been married 20 years, have an acronym to make up for it, like, I have all these techniques to remember my family's names. Oh, she doesn't have a sister, I'm retarded, oh my god. But the step even further than that is when you realize that there's like character overlap in porn. Like you are so far going into porn when you're like, wait a second, she can't be a MILF. She was just a sexy teenager in Interracial Teen Queens 9. I just watched that yesterday. The fuck? And you're like, Matt, come on. You can be a MILF and a teenager at the same time. And here's where I lose people when I travel on the road. Normally I say, unless you're from Dundalk. Does anybody know where Dundalk, Maryland is? Thank you, sir. Thank you for laughing hysterically also. Dundalk, Maryland, when I'm on the road, this is how I explain it to people. There's a shit plant there, and it's like what they're known for. Like literally what the town's known for is a shit plant, but they hate that they're known for that, so they try to pawn it off to the neighborhood like next door to them. It's called Easton, I think, and they're just like, no, we don't own that, they own that. And so in order to determine who owns the shit plant for a year, because it's like literally right on the line, they have a flag football tournament. This is real. The residents of these towns have a flag football tournament to determine who owns the shit plant. And I was like, oh my god, like, furthermore, how often do you use this technique? Like, is it like, oh shit, Becky's pregnant, we all fucked her, and condoms are like 30 cents, it's ridiculous, like, I'm not gonna buy a fucking condom, oh my god. So, rock, paper, scissors, determine what town gets this fucking kid, like how often do they do this? Like, alright guys, there's 40 of you, we got 20 high school diplomas, like, wrestle to the death, like, go for it. God. Check out my list again. Who has kids in here? Anybody? You guys? What old-looking people have kids in here? Just somebody raise. Woo! And you're so young-looking. Look at you. Big tits lady I referenced earlier. How's it going? Breasts. Sorry, breasts. I meant breasts. Tits. Tits, breasts. No, like the worst part about having kids, it's gotta be when they lie to you. Because, like, I can remember being so, like, oh, I'm so creative, but my parents never know what I'm up to. But then now that I'm older, I think back, and, like, guys, you do this, I know you do, where you went home, like, drunk, and your depth perception's, like, way off. And you're, like, 2 inches in front of your dad's face, and you're like, what? I'm not drunk. Maybe you're drunk. You and Mom and have a couple drinks today? I'm sorry, I'm just joking, Dad. Dad. Can we have pancakes tomorrow? Because I would really like pancakes. Don't you judge me, old man. I will knock you out. I love you. I didn't mean that. I'm gonna level with you. I am kind of drunk. I'm a little bit drunk. But I still love you guys. And then my dad's like, fuck, and he like leans over to my mom, and he's like, why is Matt in her bed right now? Like, what the hell is going on? My mom's like, I don't know, but I think he just pissed himself. Get out of here. Every time I tell that, I think of the night when I'm talking to you like you guys were there. My dad woke up in the morning and didn't say a word to me, and I was like, fuck, I know I fucked up. And I walked downstairs into his wood shop, which is like right next to this like room I hang out, have sex with girls, and I found my girlfriend's underwear in his wood shop, like hanging on a hook, and I was like, fuck, like I am in so much trouble, oh my god. And then immediately afterwards I was like, wait a second, did my dad fuck my girlfriend? Like, what really happened here? Like, I got some investigating to do tonight. Oh my god. My dad doesn't bang my girlfriend, I hope. But also, like, I thought I was so creative when I was younger, and I used to talk to my girlfriends in the laundry room, which I thought was like the quietest room in the house, but turns out it's right underneath my parents' room and I'm retarded. And I was on the phone. I'm so suave, by the way, ladies, in case you're wondering. And I was on the phone with this girl, and I was like, so we've like licked and touched all over each other, right? And she's like, yeah. Like, but we still haven't had sex yet, right? Yeah. Maybe we can change that. And then just then my mom comes around the corner, I'm like, fuck, okay, be cool. And she's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good, I'm just talking to my buddy, I'm just hanging out on the phone, I'm gonna go to bed soon. She's like, okay, good night. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so close. And she comes back around the corner and she goes, you're being a little loud, so maybe we could change that. I was like, oh my god. How am I on time? I haven't kept track of them.
You got like 4 minutes.
4? Okay, cool. I heard you guys like kind of being a little fearful of some racist stuff earlier. By racist, I mean like anytime you say the word black, I feel like you guys were like, where? Like, where? And then we identified he's over there. So now you all feel comfortable. Because there's like 20 people between him and you, so you're probably the most comfortable out of us. But no, like, I just think that's so funny. Like, some racial jokes are like, they're just meant to, like, racism in general is meant to just hurt people. It's meant to be negative. Like, oh, you're all the same, there's no difference between you. Like, that's fucked up. But on a really serious note, like, all Asian people look the same. They're just the same, and I can't tell the difference between them. It's just a thing. I just can't do it. And I can remember, I literally had a panic attack one time. I was at a friend's, like, family party. She's Filipino, and they are the worst at looking the same. They just all look like same body dimensions and everything. Like, it's not even, like, that's my fat uncle or my skinny aunt. They're just, like, cookie cutter, like, or, like, Chinese cookie cutter, or, like, anyway, and, I just came up with that. I liked it. Write it down. But I had a panic attack. I like lost my friend. I honestly couldn't tell who she was. I swear to God, I was panicked. I was sweating. My heart was racing. I was hanging out with her grandma for like an hour in the corner. I didn't even know. And I just like, I freaked out and I left. And years later, I was like, I never want that to happen to me again. So like, prison rules, bitch. I fucked an Asian girl. You gotta fuck what you don't understand. You just gotta get real familiar with it. And now every time I see one, I'm like, I had sex with you, you're so cute. And that's like, and so more recently, this is terribly racist. More recently, I've been doing a lot of urban rooms, which if you don't know anything about comedy, you're the only white guy in the room is what that means. And I was like, all right, let's do this, same game plan. And I hooked up with a black girl after the show, and now I am terrified of black women. Just absolutely terrified. Oh my God, they just handled me like I was a little toy, like, oh my God. If you ever catch me like staring in the distance like a Vietnam vet, like 1,000-mile stare, like the horror. So much ass. I wait tables and do this, and whenever I'm at a show and a black girl hits on me, they literally pet me. Like, is it something about me that looks pettable or something? Like, oh my God, I don't know what, like, it's just this, like, you're my bitch. Like, I know it already, you're my little plaything. And I kind of like it, I gotta say, I kind of like it. I think I might be a black girl, is what I'm getting out here, guys. You got any? I mean, this one's taken, I guess. Anyway, I'll just tell my closer and get the hell out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. But, my grandfather passed away recently, and I like to bring the mood down. This is kind of a happy thing. But he passed away recently. He was a really great guy. And when he was younger, he was in World War II stationed in Paris. And he had this journal entry that I found, and it goes, so I bought so hard motherfuckers trying to find me. Thanks, black dude. Save the day. Like, that's a rap song, white people. Anyway, so I balled so hard, motherfuckers trying to find me. But first, they gotta find me. And he went on to talk about fish fillets in Paris, you guys. And he was like, ball so hard, act like you're never gonna see motherfuckers like this again. And that's you guys. That's you motherfuckers. Just act like you're gonna die tomorrow. Like, really honestly, like, from my heart. Like, love each other, have a good time, laugh. Like, you gotta always live like that. And ladies and gentlemen, he met this bougie girl in Paris. And that slut was my grandmother. And if you didn't ball so hard, all up in my granny, I wouldn't be here today. So you guys, go out, ball so hard, have a great rest of the show, and give me that show.